just got out of Target, so I'm gonna give you a haul. The book section was really cute today. So I got more than I should have. Story of my life. First off, I don't have like any cups at my house. I only have like mugs. It's so cute. Next, the one book I let myself get, I got Powerless. I've already read this series. It has this, and I can't decide exactly how I feel. Usually, I don't like when these are colored just for the sake of it being a trend or just to do it. I usually resist these types of whatever they're called. But this is the only one that they had. It was also on sale. And also, the only actual book that I have that has this on my bookshelf is Fourth Wing, which those ones are very tasteful. And then I was like, well, if that's the only one I actually have that has this, I'll get it. Usually I will read it on my Kindle. If I really like it, I'll let myself get the physical copies. I read this series actually probably at least 6 months ago. I just haven't gotten around to getting the physical. So now we're starting that. Then I got this. It says, I have no shelf control. And basically it's just like a reading journal. Like it has spots to write notes, quotes. I actually got 2 because my oldest nanny kid and I, last year we did this together, just like on our iPads. We had a little book journal that we did. And so I thought when I saw this, I was like, oh, that'd be so cute if we both have a physical one this year. So got one for me, got one for her. And then last but not least, this was actually the main objective I went to the store for, which is my cousin, which if you stick around here, you're going to hear about my cousins a lot. And there's a lot of them and they're all my best friends. Very cringy, but all this to say, it's one of my cousins' birthday next week. And last year, since it's close to Valentine's Day, we did a Valentine's Day exchange like you would at school in elementary, and we just like made one for each of us that came to celebrate her birthday, and it was really fun. So we're doing that again this year. So the one that I chose is Squishmallows. So that's our haul for now. You okay? I'm obsessed with these, like I'm 2 years old, but look how cute they are. These little Squishmallow stickers, and they have like little stars in them. I just got home from work, but today was a little bit crazy. I did not get even close to enough homework done. So I thought that I would try to grind on some... Me pointing with this is crazy. Hopefully I can get a lot done because Fridays are my day off. I work 4/10s, so I always have Fridays off. I want to go skiing in the morning, and then me and my sister have to go to our parents' house, which is like 50 minutes away from where we live, because our little siblings are in their high school play. And then on Saturday, my cousin is getting baptized, and then my other cousin has her baby shower. So it's gonna be a little bit crazy, and because of that, I definitely won't have a lot of time to get school done. Most of my assignments are usually due on the weekends. I have literal time, but I don't have actual time because of all the things that we have going on. I'm still nowhere close to done. I recently started a new book. I'm actually reading it on my Kindle, but I do have the physical copy. It's a hefty one. I'm currently on page 82, which, believe it or not, it's 5%. As you can tell, the physical copy is quite hefty. This is number 3 of the Stormlight Chronicles. So if I go to the actual physical copy, so I'm this far, I've read this much, and I have this much to go. I actually haven't even looked. This is dangerous because I really don't want any spoilers. 1,255 pages. I'm enjoying it so far. The nice thing about being on the third book of a series is that all the characters are very developed. You just kind of get to go right back into, already in the middle of the action. You don't have to, especially with fantasy, deal with the, preliminary stages of world building and all of those things. I usually like to also be listening to a book at the same time that I'm reading a book. So I'm about to go skiing. I'll probably start a book. That's what's on the agenda first for the day. Gotta get some cleaning and laundry done. Also, grocery shopping and all that. And then, like I previously mentioned, I have my little brother and sister's high school play tonight. It's Saturday. We finished the baptism for my cousin, and now I'm heading to my other cousin's baby shower. It's 2 p.m. It starts at 3, but I'm gonna do her hair before it starts. The baptism was so cute. The funny thing about all of this is that they're all in Utah, but they're in very different spots in Utah. And then we're going back to my parents' house because we have a lot of family in town for both of these events. So we're going back to my parents' house tonight. So it's like, we're just like going back and forth all day long, which is kind of absurd, but we do what we gotta do. Yesterday was absolutely insane. Oh my goodness. And for some reason, it looks like I haven't slept in approximately 50 years. Literally, why is it so bad? I am someone who is so entirely and extremely dependent on sleep. And I know you're probably thinking, well, Abby, everyone is. But no, I cannot stress to you the amount that I depend on sleep and the way in which it will control everything else in my life. When I was a little kid, my parents would force me to do jumping jacks at 5 or 6 p.m. because I would be begging to go to sleep, and they would force me to wait until at least 8 p.m. to go to sleep. For whatever reason, even into adulthood, if I do not get at least 9 hours of sleep, I am falling asleep by 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Oh, there goes my glasses. Now it's Sunday. Fridays are typically my reset day. I'll get my laundry, cleaning, groceries, and all of that done. But then I also usually do kind of more of a mental reset day on Sundays. I will just make sure my week is all planned out, plan out my schedule for when I'm going to get my schoolwork done. I've been planning videos and things that I want to be reading, what my weekly goals are, and so on and so forth. So I have some of that stuff to get done today, get that up to date. Then I also have 2 other separate journals. I have a gratitude journal. It has, on this side is like a morning side, and then this side is an evening side. I have been trying to be diligent with keeping up with this, doing it every morning and night. And then I also have just a regular journal. I'm trying to write in it most days, but I'm not putting so much pressure on myself to like do it every day if I just don't have anything to say. Get into the habit of journaling consistently. I really want to be proactive about my mental health and just making sure that I am, when I'm in a good mental space, giving myself the leg up, I guess, of kind of doing these types of things, so I can get out of my head. I'm just someone that's like very analytically minded. I'm pretty obsessive about things. I do have OCD. I have found it really helpful that I'm just so in my head a lot of the times that if I just write things down on paper and actually articulate how I'm feeling rather than it just being in my head, it helps a lot. So that's part of me trying to combat some of the mental health things I struggle with by being in my journal era this year. Start my weekly planning. I do it on my iPad. This app called Notability, which is really awesome, and I use it for school and then for my planner and stuff. But here's like an example of a previous week. It's like weekly. I can put goals at the bottom, and then I'll put like my workout, my plans, things that I need to do, and then previously I would also do gratitude, but because I now have a gratitude journal, I don't really do that. So I kind of like will put in all the plans that I have for the week and then kind of plan my workouts around the plans, like the social stuff that I have going on in the evenings, so that I can integrate both into my schedule. From there, try to also work in maybe some things that I need to get done or when I need to prioritize school the most, since I am an online student, and kind of just do it throughout the week. Hello, it's Tuesday now. Didn't film anything yesterday, but it's just another regular day. I'm about to get ready and go to work. Still reading Oathbringer. Now on page 106, which is 7%. I'm really enjoying it so far, so just gonna keep trudging along.